Welcome to Milk TCG. This is Milk talking. Like I said in the last video of spoilers, we're in the spoiler season, so now we have more spoilers. So let's go. We have this Quasar Tire Tie Carrier and this Cassia Under, and it's not that good this carrier, but I don't know. We can play with Piets, costing just 4. Then we can play a 5/7 and then create a 2. I think it's 2/1 or just 1/1. The token, the TIE Fighter token, and we have Cassiano that is good because okay, if even if you don't play as a piloting, you can just play for 3. That is a 3/4. It's not that bad, right? But attach a unit gains on attack, discard a card from the defender player's deck. If that card costs 3 or less, draw a card. So it's not that often that you're going to discard something that is cost 3, but it is a mill card, right? You can use to mill your opponent's deck. So let's start talking about the good stuff here. That is this resupply carrier. So this ship is insane because cost 6. When played, you ramp. It's just like that. You put one card at the top of your deck in a resource. So the problem here is that it is an Imperial, so we have another cards that can interact with Imperial, and it is a capital ship, so we can play with Piet, and we can play resupply carrier for 5 or less if we deploy Admiral Piet. And we already have some players here, like we can play something at turn 1, turn 2 we can use resupply, turn 3 we can deploy Piet, or we can just use the action to play resupply carrier for 5. So now we in the turn 4 we have 7 resources, then we can play Avenger, right? Because we have 3 resources, then we use resupply. Next turn we can resource, then we use resupply carry goes to 6, then we need to resource next turn, and now we can play Avenger for 7 if we already deploy Admiral Piet, right? But we have more players, like we can use Devastator. So if we did display with resupply, then resupply carrier, we don't even need to use Piet's deploy. We can just play Devastator for 7 with the actions ability. So if Piet dies last turn, it is good. We can play Devastator for 7, right? Which is great. So we can. This is insane. This capital ship deck was going to be insane, right? Because we have the planetary bombardment that is at 12 indirect damage with capital ship, and you probably will have capital ship. Because we have this Corona too that can cost only 1 with Admiral Piet, so we can play we in the turn 3. If we have resupply turn 1, we can just deploy Piet, play resupply carrier for 4, then we can play Outlaw Corona for 1, and we actually can play 2 Outlaw Coronas, which is good. But this is insane, right? So if you do this, it's guaranteed you will probably have a capital ship for the next turn to play Planetary Bombardment, which is awesome. I'm really hyped for this deck, and I think I still have more capital ships to spoil, so let's stay tuned, right? And we have more cards. We have this Banshee. This looks great. You may deal damage to a unit equal to the amount of damage on this unit on attack. So this looks good in Kira, I think, because we can play Banshee, then we can deploy, or you can put a shield, deal 2 damage, put a shield. So now it's a 4/3 shielded unit that when attack we have, you can put 2 damage in a unit. And don't say that it's just in space, so we can snipe in the ground, right? Which is good. Okay, we have the home one. I don't like this much, this card. It is a cost 9. Okay, can cost less with 3 less, so we can pay 6. But I don't know. Yeah, the card looks good in maybe in drafts and in the sealed format, because if we play just jump to light speed, we probably will have a lot of space units, right? So home one can be good there. And have a 7/8 ambush, which is great because it is a tough one. You can just play and defeat something, now your opponent needs to deal with the next turn. So it's not that bad, but I think it's bad for a legendary. I don't see this playing a lot, right? And we have this red leader, that is, this unit costs 1 less to play for each friendly pilot unit and upgrade. When a pilot upgrade attached to this unit, create X-Wing token, which is good because can cost less than 4. Because I think for 4, 3, 4 is not that good, but you can pay maybe for 2, maybe for 3. And when you put a pilot in, and readily you create another token, so a 2/2 X-Wing token, which is good, right? So this is it, guys. What do you think about these spoilers? We're seeing a lot of spoilers these days, and I hope this gets better. And so, how do you think about this card? I think this resupply carry is really strong. It is going to have a lot of play. This play that I said with resupply and resupply carry and play Avengers is really bad against Bean, against Dagger deck, but it's good again in main range against control decks, right? So what do you think? Send it here in the comments. See you in the next video.